everybody, or good afternoon, whatever the case may be for you. I was thinking last night about our time studying the book of Revelation, and particularly I was thinking about those seven candlesticks, or that seven-branched menorah, and how each one of the candlesticks represented one of the churches, one of the seven churches in the book of Revelation. And we got to one of those churches last night, the church at Ephesus, and how that church had left its first love. And Jesus says to that church, unless you repent and return to your first love, then I'm coming quickly and will remove your lampstand out of its place. In other words, you won't have the power and influence that you have because Jesus is not your first love. You're not preaching the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. You're doing good things, but the essence of the gospel you've left out. You've left your first love. And I think that seven-branched menorah, those seven candlesticks, is indicative of a revival in the church. And what I mean by that is how the menorah was taken care of in the temple. And here's what I mean by that. So when the temple menorah was taken care of, it's taken care of every morning by one of the temple priests, and the lots were cast to see which priest would go in and take care of the menorah. And so after the chosen priest went in, he would go in and he would take some golden tweezers and remove the old wick and then put a new wick in, and then he would take a golden vessel and put oil, pour oil into the golden candlestick. And so every morning there was a new wick with fresh oil for the menorah. And that is a picture, I think, of the church, because we need to be renewed every morning. If we're not, then our candles, our light will go out, and it'll grow dim, and then it'll eventually go out unless we have fresh oil, a new wick with fresh oil. We need fresh oil every morning. And I was thinking about a parallel account about this, and I was reminded of the parable that Jesus told in Matthew chapter 25 of the 10 virgins. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the essence of that is this. There were 10 virgins, and 5 wise and 5 foolish. And the wise virgins brought oil for their lamps. The foolish virgins did not bring any extra oil for their lamps. And so when a cry went out at midnight, the midnight cry, the bridegroom is coming, they went out to meet him. But when the bridegroom delayed, the foolish virgins' oil, their lamps were going out. And they say to the wise virgins, "Can we have some of your oil?" And they say, "If you use our oil, we won't have any for our lamps. Go into the marketplace and buy your own oil." And so they did. And while they were gone, the bridegroom came and welcomed them into the banquet, into the wedding banquet, and then shut the door behind them. Then when the 5 foolish virgins come back and they want in, they are told, "I never knew you." The bridegroom says, "I never knew you." And then Jesus winds up that parable by saying, "Be on the alert." And I'll just read you the verse. It's verse 13. "Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming." Watch therefore, because you do not know when the Son of Man is coming. And so we need to make sure that we've got oil in our lamps, that our wicks are trimmed and we've got oil in our lamps. This coronavirus pandemic, I think, is an opportunity for us to trim our wicks and for us to fill up our lamps with oil so that we're not in danger of our lamps, of our light going out. Be renewed every morning. Don't let your light go out. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.